Hello and welcome to another short-ish Let's Play video of a small game. This is another one of the Indiepocalypse games. I did one before from this same collection, so this is January 2023. It's number 36. There's lots of Indiepocalypse bundles. They're worth going back through. There's some fun stuff in here. This time, we are going to be playing... Sorry, wait until I find the one I have in mind for this. It is Brainstormed 2, Death is Not the End. Well, okay, the title I was reading elsewhere does not match the poster. Brainstormed 2, Silence Walks in Shadows, End of the Vivisection. This is a zine that comes with the bundle. I was opening it because I thought there might be discussion. Sometimes devs put little thoughts in the game beforehand too, but there's a kind of postmortem here that I will read afterwards. I don't want to spoil myself, I guess. So let's play this then. We can circle back to that. This is the little launcher for the bundle, which is very fun. Here we go. Brainstormed 2, Death is Not the End, or, well, it's still being cut off on this one, HYPERPHANTASIA is the full title. Abstract religious melodrama with a light first-person platforming. Relive the past. Death is not the end. Fly through dream worlds of sublime beauty. Scour the true names of God and find out why. Interesting. I love the little effect that only seems to happen. Oh, it's the blur is like behind the face. Let go. I come to you now ashamed, a coward. I come to tell you there is meaning here. There is evil here. There is a parable, some altered story of reality. There is madness as a reflection of a reflection, as two mirrors face to face. I beg of you, I have given you all I can. Seek out the true names of God. Concatenate your findings. Build theory after theory and shout the truth to the heavens. These are only numbers now. 1, 2, 4, 3, 6. Evan Bakra. Verse 0. On the nature of the past, or Genesis. The brainstorm is all there is. Within it names run like water, and become obscured with time. To name oneself is a great art. To remain nameless, like martyrdom. If you are dreaming, let this be your wake. Let these words be truth in chaos. Be not afraid, for it will be okay. In the beginning, there were three. Body, soul, mind. Mother, father, son. Gi, ga, ge. And they existed, outside of realms of being or time, for an infinity. Body, mother, Gi, created the void, and was made infinite and incorruptible. Mind, son, Ge, created matter out of the void, and was made infinite. Soul, father, Ga, created souls from matter and fell short of infinity. To taste but never reach, to know what could have been, drove him to destroy the very space they existed within. And the universe entered into the time of tribulation. There would be 3 races, 3 saints, and 3 raptures. And body, mother, Gi will end this time, and return to that void. And Ga formed for itself a mask of sorrow and became Enoch, and Ga formed a mask of metal and forced upon Gi the name Seth. And Ga looked upon Gi and found it could not force upon her a name, so forced upon her the mask of a great beast. And Enoch caused 3 eras of suffering. The world soul vivisected, cut off from Babel, left to choke on its own vomit and blood. 3 masks, 3 worlds, 3 saints. And names became a binding curse, and all fell into chaos. After 100,000 years, Gi entered the vivisection of the world soul, and he split apart the masks that bound all forms. And 3 goddesses emerged from Gi, Seth and Enoch, and they were: Silence walks in shadows, ender of the vivisection. Wonder walks in fire, the pale blue dot. Love walks in flowers, the library of Babel. And they each took up an aspect, so that Babel may not fall again. The corpse of Gi became void. The corpse of Seth became life. The corpse of Enoch became light. And the brainstorm was restored, and the library of Babel was rebuilt. Oh wow. This is an overload. Turning it down slightly, just because I'm suspicious it will get even lighter. Oh, now this is trippy. God, the delay effect on the mouse is just on everything now. There's a face. Well, a wheel of faces, but a wheel of a face. Some sort of inverted face. So, WASD and mouse to move. This is a statue holding this. I'm really going to struggle to pick apart all of the components. On the text that's interacting is overlaid at different... How did this space get made? It's like non-Euclidean. So, Brainstormed 2. This is not the end. HYPERPHANTASIA. Or HYPERPHANTASIA. I'm feeling I should have played Brainstormed 1. Not because that would make it more clear what's happening, though. Control to fly. Please. Click on portal flowers. Is that a portal flower? Oh, my cursor, I see it now. Presumably not, because clicking on that's not doing anything. Where's my cursor gone? It's a little bit... to be honest, the cursor is not standing out against everything else that's happening here. T to travel, R for random travel, F for friends. Okay, you know I gotta press that first. You currently have no friends, that's unfortunate. Escape will pause, H will go home. I'm guessing travel, I also can't go anywhere. I assume these are portal flowers, but these are not real ones, and they're just demonstrating the ones I will find among the world. I thought I saw one for like a frame. Oh, is that face again? Oh, wait. Okay. So now the origin I was at was 0, 0. I'm now at 144.14. I am in Evan Bakra, Man of the Kalpa. God, I do love how things become clear when you hold still because the blur is time-based, so if you move a lot, it's going to become incomprehensible, but then it's going to settle. Okay, so what I don't... is the goal to make friends. How about you? Are you friends? Oh. end of Evangelion blow up your car. Okay. I don't know if I was supposed to be more precise or careful with what I'm doing here, but I'm gonna click. I'm gonna try and put the eyes on where his face was. No. Wait. Where's that go? Why did that change? Let's just get eyes everywhere. I feel like this video will need to be tagged with all content warnings possible. Just because you never know. So what was it? T travel? Whoa! Oh! Oh, so I can travel. So, was it H for home? Whoa! I think I might have fallen through the world when I traveled home. The ground rotated. Who did this? And I'm slowly sliding. Sad faces, right? Are you a friend? Hello? Monkey, I think? Or little Reddit? Goblin? Whatever that is. What if I just... What happens down here? I fall. I'm fine. Hey, who are you? Little Peppa Pig crossed with a fly. Well, at least this person's Zen. I guess I'm supposed to be seeking names of gods, so maybe friends will lead to names. Still haven't flown anywhere, which is interesting because the control button doesn't seem to be doing anything when I hover over it. Oh, this is a knife and fork and plate. Duh. Whoa. Take a T-Man. T-Man. It'll help you see faster. One of these? Or one of these? Oh. This is not the kind of see faster that I was hoping for. I thought it was gonna diminish the ghosting. Instead, I think I've had an epiphany I am not ready for. As oh no. Oh, I'm just crashing through geometry. This is a very weird comparison to make, but there's this very particular part of Dark Souls this reminds me of, where you walk into a cave and there's like 100 of the same enemy that just stares at you and does not move, and it's creepy in the exact same way, but a lot more colorful than that was. Do I just keep falling? Is that where... Oh, you're a big hand. Oh, I knocked over the big hand. Sort of? Only temporarily? Oh. Bye. I'm guessing I'm looping, but it's quite hard to be sure. For reasons I think you can imagine. God, I really hope the recording on this comes out somewhat legible. Because I've got to be honest, the experience itself is only a little bit legible. I don't mean that as a criticism, I mean that as I think their intended aesthetic goal was extremely potent. Okay, wait, can I... when they said light puzzle platforming, it is true, but light in different senses than I was imagining. Oh, this is the thing that made me see too fast. Maybe I can't take anymore. Ooh, what's this? Orb. Oh. Oh, there's some text. But I've fallen away from it. I wanted to read text. That's most of what I do here. I've paused. So can I back up and then just... Okay. God, this is a... In some ways this reminds me of Antechamber, but like... Antechamber I ended up feeling like it kind of just had puzzles I couldn't quite grok. Like I couldn't quite crack the puzzles it was presenting to me, and there was a lot of like actually quite specific logic that was just difficult, and like there was like brain teaser puzzles that I kept failing at. This... Oh, frog friend? Little friend. Welcome to Babel. Hey, this should have some books for me to read. Anyway, sorry, to finish my point, in a lot of ways this feels like it's more what I expected Antechamber to be, where the puzzle is determining how one could even navigate this space. Wow, you're big. Oh, books. Hey. I sure hope there's no actual threats that I need to be mindful of. I cannot read these. I still can't fly. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or if that's telling me how to do something that I'll need to be patient before I get to. I think your books are broken. Are you another friend? I was about to ask why I'm so slow here, but I think it's because I'm a library. I'm not a library. I'm in a library. Ooh, what's over here? It says something. Oh, we're back to glitchy visuals again. Oh, this is where I started. Welcome to Babel. Oh. So, wait. You're not a friend, but this eyeball on your head is. There's text further up there, but I can't reach. Where are you gonna take me? Oh, back where I was. Or no, this is the library still. Or an adjacent area, at least. It's similar. God, I'm falling so fast, I don't even have bearings. I'm at 9999999. Can't tell if that's like a good thing or if I've gotten to the basement. I am the curator. I run this museum inside MD EV0's mind. Look at the past of this world and the future of yours. Click me to return to Babel, or reach the top of the museum for another journey. Okay, well that's interesting. There's so much more text here. I want to go poke around if I can find my way to do that. Or if I'm... So you're the curator. A little Christmas tree porcupine shape. Can I... So this is the museum you were referencing? Can I get in here? Is it closed? So you're there. You're gonna loop if I... Whoa. You're gonna loop if I go back there. Reach the top of the museum. Hands. One hand? Just one hand and ghosting. God, the lighting changing as you're moving is really helping the disorienting effect. I can't even get up these steps. Oh, I can jump. I have just been falling so much that jumping has felt like not my means of attempting to get away. Although I can't jump this last step. Aha! Okay, can I walk through this? Here we go. So here is their museum. This is a Teeman, innocent pest, and food source for those stuck in Bel Olam. Memory of Samael. Will return for tragedy of Samael. This was Samael, horrible beast, thrice pierced, savior/slayer of Bet Olam, usurper of Metatron, great heretic, betrayer of the Trinity, 1/3 of Samael Saklas Yaldabaoth, protagonist of Tragedy of Samael. This was Enoch, the papyrus-clothed traveler, sealing the 1/3 world soul Ga, start of the vivisection, creator of Keul, shadow of Metatron, original sin, summoned and crushed by the Theia event, protagonist of the Theia event. You were protagonist, summoned, and crushed from the same event. Busy day. This was Seth, the prison mask automaton sealing the 1/3 world soul Gi. They were sealed after Ga completed the vivisection and became Enoch. They sold seeds to Gi during Hypnosumer and will return for Tragedy of Samael. A lot of people coming back for that tragedy. This was Enoch, thrice masked mortal, sealing the 1/3 world soul Ga, crushed by the Theia event, mutilated by Samael Saklas Yaldabaoth. They gave cones to Gi during Hypnosumer and will return for Tragedy of Samael. This was Metatron, god of arrogance, sealing the 1/3 world soul Ga, tyrant of Bel Olam, skewered by Samael Saklas Yaldabaoth. They gave cones to Gi during Hypnosumer and will return for Tragedy of Samael. That's light swinging around. It's just disorienting. Due to budget concerns, we are unable to relocate the entire sun. Imagine it instead. This was Nar, voice of lies, sealing the 1/3 world soul Ga, father of Samael, banished by Samael Saklas Yaldabaoth. They gave world-ending power to Gi during Hypnosumer and will return for Tragedy of Samael. This was Gi, mute, beast-masked mother of void, sealing the 1/3 world soul Gi, slayer/savior of Samael, ender of the vivisection, protagonist of the Hypnosumer, and will return for Tragedy of Samael. This is Harp Secant Us, fetus equation divine, veiled thought form of an older age, meta-reality martyr, once a demon, then numbers, now a spiral. I am not good at holding all of this information in my head, but I am loving it. This is Man, Samael redeemed, though his original name now lost, killed by judge/war, and ascended to godhood as a holy corpse, 9 times pierced. Pity. This is 16, Tower of Babel and Preserver of Language and Truth. Atop it rests the library, Throne of Foundation. This is the railroad, bridge to Babel, and last remnant of the original Brainstorm. Leads to 16, Throne of Transformation. And this is Sense Taker, Psychopomp of Babel and the End of Light. Stalks the railroad, Throne of Termination. Oh god, it's creepy that you're just following me, but I think it's probably fine. I don't know how long that thing's just been hovering behind me. I don't know I don't know why that just completely threw me in this game where just everything is hard to grasp. So I can see the museum looping in the distance. What I need to know is, how do I get up? How do I get to that top floor? It feels like that's my soft goal of will lead to change or discovery in some sense that is not immediately apparent or available. Do you let me fly? Is that what you're for? What did the museum say you do? Maybe that will actually lead to very actionable stuff, and it was not always just flavor and plot and mystique. Innocent pest and food source for those stuck in Bedolam, etc. So food source is not strictly speaking what I think I need. Maybe I need to get something and then return. Oh, that's interesting. The way you came from the other direction to go at me. All right, where are you taking me? No, back to Babel. Alright. Well, this is also a friend, right? All the names for life, sun, earth, wonder, etc. Oh, the slow march. Oh, God, I love the ways it's just like a collage of stuff. Hello. Are you my friend? Do I have friends yet? Take a Teeman, it'll help you see faster. That's what my friend said, so that's what pressing F did, to be clear. It would be so funny if this isn't even a T-man and I have no clue what I'm doing. Right, so this is the other. So these three orbs I'm looking at are the three gods. Oh, and I can slowly walk towards it, and if I touch them, I come back here, and if I click on them, I'll also come back here. This is the other one. The fuck. So this is very much like the sun one in style, in a way that's kind of interesting because the God, the effects are so good, and I can erase. Let me rub out all that old background there. Whoop. God, I will have to check the footage. This is really fun, but I really hope it's visible. Even like somewhat visible would be fine. Yeah, interesting that a parallel is clearly being drawn between the father and son characters, whereas the mother was pretty visually distinct here. Okay. Yeah, hello. Seen you. What's this? I'm getting friend vibes. That orb is not friend. I keep saying friends when this thing pops up. These are locations I'm pretty sure that I'm teleporting to when this happens. What is... I kind of want to get closer to know before I teleport into this. Oh, this is that, yeah, this is that thing we saw this in the library. Gotta forget the name of it, because they also... Yeah, these three became spiral. What I'm becoming. Harp becomes second between us. An easier way. Easier than what? Than the meandering I've been doing this far? Oh. Bring me that rock and I will tell you what the brainstorm means. Oh. Oh God. I hope an easier way is like is an accessibility thing. No. Good. Now roll it back down the hill. Okay. Am I going to enact the story of Prometheus? Is that what we're doing here? Gotta love the trail on this too. The solid block. Fully Push it back up. Are you smiling? Think I'm being Prometheus. No, Prometheus is absolutely the wrong Sisyphus. I think I'm having a Sisyphean story here. But it's not as difficult as I was anticipating, so at least put it up once and back down once more before I go for that easy way. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know if it's gotten harder or I'm just messing this up. I thought I could knock it off intentionally or not. So it doesn't even... It takes so little time for it to switch to push it back up. Yeah, nothing is happening here. I'm going for this easier way. Though, do I need to push the ball over there? Well, regardless of whether or not I have to, I'm going to. And then I know I can just click on it, so that'll be what I do after. Whoop. Is the ball getting stuck? Or is this just difficult because it's such a singular spot? Okay. Well, never mind. I suppose it was never meant. Oh, hey. Can I go down there? Welcome to the car graveyard. Yeah, let's go down. Pretty sure what this game is about is finding a car graveyard, so I think I just won. Wow. Make a machine and a machine to make the machine. An evil that can run itself 1,000 years. No need to tend it. Doesn't this blood taste better than smiling? You will never be happy. You will never finish your task. The boulder rests at the bottom of the hill. The worm is in your heart. If it's too painful, you can always make it stop. You deserve death. It was better when you did nothing at all. The world is overflowing with sorrow. Its people are drowning in emptiness. Loneliness fills their hearts. You never understood anything. Pressing the wrong buttons. That's why I got that tip yet again. This tipped over bus is intriguing. Wait, what's this? Was that just... That's just the text from over there. Alright, where are you gonna take me? It makes no difference what men think of war, said the judge. War endures. God, this person being snared, entrapped, being eaten? That was really good. Into just this, like, kind of humanoid, but extremely streamlined and symbolic human-ish figure that could just as easily not be remotely human, like it's just become whatever this is. Oh, the flickering out as I try to look directly at these. Hell yeah. I surrender. Who's shooting at you? Oh, and Silence sat with its head in her lap and played a melody upon this harp, and the melody was us. God, that felt like its own story arc right there. And now I'm just back here. You could presumably have missed that entire thing. I can't get up here, can I? Am I inside? No, I think I'm just slowly falling. Yep. Oh, so this brought me home. Death is not the end, it's true. I pressed H, which I remembered would bring me home. T for travel, R for random travel. Maybe I'll poke around that a little bit. Okay, so, not going to try and hide a cut. I had to stop, and I'm now resuming because I want to do a little more. Poke around in this. I don't think I'm technically losing progress much per se. Oh, I do have to repeat this. I think at this point, what happens if I hit T? Okay, I have to have numbers to be able to travel, so I'm not gonna remember any of those. If I hit random travel, will it? Okay. Oh. It starts so fast. Hey. Am I... Oh, you're moving out of your own volition. That would be why. I wanna line you up so you're in my crosshairs. Now, can I go closer to you? For like incredibly repetitive music, it's still pretty catchy. Whoa. God, the imagery is just good stuff. I don't know if I can do anything else here. Because this is not a fungus to click on. When it says random travel, just how random is it intending this to be? Well, I'm gonna hit random again. Oh, I've got a big cursor. Or, oh no, that's an object. Oh, goodbye. What? It pulsed different numbers at me. 148, 523. Is that where I am though? Your little mushroom friend. But with cubes, the cube schematic. One 48, 523. That is where I am, but I don't know how the text was being flashed. I still don't know what the flying button does, because I don't fly anywhere. Or maybe I'm at 143, 523. I'm gonna try. No, I think that is 143, 523. Yeah, that must just be the trail. I thought for a moment it was like a secret. No matter where I go, I only have to take 2 steps to suddenly fall forever. That one was loud, so I did not stay. Thank you. Thank you. I worked hard to get to here. Do anything else here. It seems to be like this. Well, yet again I walk. If you told me that hitting the random button was generating procedurally random levels, I'd believe you. Like, if these are just some amount of pre-made things that are then being just procedurally arranged, but like just without being hand created for every single location. Oh. Like, it's a wholly believable concept to me for this game. Okay, for once I've landed. I am not falling forever in a random room. However, I still don't think there's anything to do here. Like, I mean, I appreciate the scenery. I was just curious if coming back would I find a more specific thread to pull on? Because there were gestures and stuff that I did not reach. I truly love the visual effects they've done with these things, with the shaders and the shaders, the textures, the lighting. Very good effects. And then sometimes you've got a fish. Oh, it's close. Okay. I go back home. I fall. Sometimes you go home and you fall. Can I go on? Oh, it's not a series of steps. Yet again, that's the lag. What if I just... Is there like a... Is there a route I could have actually followed here? So you're not a teleporting friend. Whoa. Did something else fall? But I didn't knock it. Oh no, it rises and falls. Okay, can I get on your head? Sort of. Sort of. Oh, well then it just loops back. So I'm here again. I never got to see who's behind. Oh, no one's behind this. Someone's inside this block. Well, I mean it's a statue. Didn't have illusions it was a person. Currently have no friends. I've not been... Yeah. I'm content if I haven't seen literally everything. I was just curious if there's like a significant chunk or thread that I should, like, just seeing more of this is fun. I'd just feel silly if I'd left like a major component of stuff untouched utterly. But this is the kind of game where it's just hard to know. The amount of times you just are falling, and then you stop falling, and then you see something you can click on, so you do it, and then you're somewhere else. You can imagine why it's not always... Oh, World Heart. That certainly sounds like it's somewhat final. Sorry. Oh, this stuff is good. But like the ability to have blood imagery and the flow of it is so chaotic. But like, it's about what I'd expect from a heart. Oh, what's it say? Do I need to back up? Oh. I don't think I got that 100% right, but I got the vibes. I don't see someone who's gonna let me teleport though. Oh, well, I guess I could have backed up to do this. Can neither. Freezing also doesn't... holding shift to freeze also doesn't seem to do anything. Like, this is part of why I thought I should come back, because I was wondering if there was a thing I should do that would allow me to fly freely, to both just explore more, and then maybe to get high up, the way that Curator told me to. Let's get to this other tower. Is this another tower? No, this is the same one. So wait, this loops... Well, I know this world loops the same way that... Wait. Depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you. Is this a different platform? Or is it just text I missed before? This is different. It's repeating the tutorial instructions, but... Cool sword, I think. Press. Just slow. like a little altar style thing. Oh, teeth. Appropriate. Alright. See, the next one of these look almost like a portal, but not in a I expect it to teleport me anywhere way, more just in a interesting sense. Ooh. This is a friend. This is a teleporty friend. It looks like almost like a black hole pulling in stuff. If it was like visualized, the inversions that happen are staggering. I think I saw a little similar little thing here, a little standee. Little altar, whatever it is. Yeah, that's the same thing. So, because this is the thing that happens sometimes, it feels like the places have overlap. Woe betide the pale blue dot. That face. Oh! Okay. There's certainly something giving me friend vibes, but I keep saying I know it's just a telephone. Room. Oh, I can't even read things. Okay, I kind of got snippets and I thought that's what it said. Super ego. Oh, someone there. Or, like, that only exists in the reflection? Oh. A reflection of a reflection, now a ghost. How wonderful the sight, how terrible the world. Sleep now, ye, and wake in another world. This stuff's good. Oh, it's you. Where are you taking me? Are you going to take me to the place I was before? Yes. I think... Yes, this is exactly the same place. I think I'm going to call it here. I may be leaving some amount of exploration on the table, but this feels like a good point to at least, even if nothing else, I want to read the postmortem that was posted in the zine for this game. So this is the postmortem for the game BRAINSTORMED 2, Death is Not the End, or HYPERPHANTASIA. Technically it is a post-postmortem, or a reflection of a reflection, as two mirrors face to face, by MDEV0, or MDEVA. 111, Genesis. BRAINSTORMED 1 was made when I was childlike, both as a person and an artist. It represents to me naivety, and I have attempted to channel that into BRAINSTORMED 2. At a literal reading, BSD 2 is a sequel to BSD 1 with several other games in between. Hypnosumer, a failed project, Tragedy of Samael, an upcoming shooter, and Thea Event, something different. Many characters and symbols are shared between the two works. So it is interesting that a lot of the allusions they're pre-existing in other stuff, which, I mean, I saw that this was Brainstorm 2, so it's not terribly surprising, but it's interesting how broad that actually does cover. 222 Apocalypse. Brainstorm 2 is about many things. On the itch.io page, I call it a game about existing. It is my own perspective, of course, so it is more about certain things than others. Struggles with religion, meaning, apathy, suicide, and queerness are represented metaphorically through the surreal environment and characters. Its alternate title, HYPERPHANTASIA, is relevant as well. I have a condition known as hyperphantasia in which the mental picture is much more vivid. The contents of BSD2 are a fairly accurate and unmolested adaptation of my experience and thoughts. Well, that was very effective. That hits you like a truck very regularly. 333, The Brainstorm. Both BSD1 and BSD2 are part of a larger multimedia project that is still unfolding. The eponymous Brainstorm represents periods of growth and relative peace both in the story and my life. One of the auxiliary pieces of media, the Book of None, describes, quote, the time of tribulation. There would be 3 races, 3 saints, and 3 raptures. Because the series is released out of order, Hypnozoomer is the 3rd rapture, Tragedy of Samael the 2nd, and the Thea event the 1st. The first Brainstorm came before that, and the second Brainstorm after HS. 2 more games are in production. That's interesting. I think it, in some ways, still works pretty well on its own, in that it's clearly alluding to broader things, but it doesn't seem like the intent is for you to, say, know all of the lore, and that the confusion is in some ways part of the experience. But I think it also still felt pretty coherent at times. Like, it still feels coherent in individual actions of what you were doing. In a weird way, it almost feels like the ways in which a WarioWare collection of minigames will just throw you into something, and there's a degree of confusion as you are figuring out what to do, and like you kind of go like, scrambling for an interaction to engage with in this section. But then you grasp onto something, and like once you get your bearings, it's not that difficult to see what is in the space you're in and what to do with it. If that's just watch a fish glow at you and play some music, or if that's hear some applause for a little bit, or if that's pushing a ball up a hill and then going, oh, this is just Sisyphus, I'm out of here, bye. So, that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that quite a bit. So this was Brainstorm 2, or Brainstorm 2 Death is Not the End, or Hyperphantasia by MDEV0. Alright, thank you for watching. I'm sure I'll do at least a few more of these, so look forward to those. See you next time.